Well, notice anything new? Okay, this feels weird. I painted my nails. Ah, hello, it's Rhea. Wherever you are and whatever time it is, I hope you are enjoying yourself. As you can see, I have my iPad here, and that's because today we are going to do a PROCREATE gallery tour. Some quick background information. This iPad is a 10.2 inch, and it is a 7th generation iPad. It's not like anything extraordinary. I think it's like one of the older models, but yeah, I got it at the beginning of 2020, so it's been about 2 years since I have had this iPad and I've been using PROCREATE. And this iPad's actually running out of space because whenever I got it, I thought, oh well, I'm just trying it out, so I'll go ahead and get the 32GB. That is not enough, let me tell you. If you plan on using this for any more than a year, definitely get more than 32GB. If you're going to be using it for art or anything alike where you know, you're recording your process, or it's very heavily anything that's like creative intensive, if that makes sense. Because I didn't realize that the system itself, like the operating system, takes up like 10GB on its own, so that it doesn't really leave you with a ton of space in general, and then you start drawing and you're like, oh. So yeah, don't be like me. But yeah, because it is running out of space, I do plan on upgrading soon. I don't know if I'm gonna like be fancy and try to get an iPad, what is it, the iPad Pro or something? I don't really care about how specific it is, I just want to be able to draw on it. So I'm gonna go through each of these pieces that I've worked on within this past year. I've gone a little bit over on how long it's been. I think last time I did this it was like January, like the first week of January, and now we are just now in February. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start here. I hope it doesn't like crash on me because it's been crashing a lot whenever I go to select the pieces and preview them, even though I'm doing it in like sections, so that way it shouldn't be as big of a load of works to try and preview. But yeah, whenever I edit it though, you'll probably just see it as if I'm going through like all of it at once, but that's definitely not the case. I'm trying to move it so that way it doesn't because whenever I leave it like this, it just like crashes on me, so I'm trying not to do that. But anyways, as you can see, we're starting here at where I made my commission board, and I'm gonna just take you through these really quickly because these are already on my social media, at least on my Twitter. I don't think I posted on Instagram, but I made both of these for, like this one's for Twitter and I made this one for Instagram whenever I feel the need to post it again. But yeah, just my commission stuff. I think I mentioned in my Sketch With Me video that I was indeed opening commissions last year towards the end, and it was quite the milestone for me because I had never done them before, and so I felt kind of accomplished by doing them. And yeah, so I made these to try and just as like visual posts in case people don't want to read my encyclopedia long commission form. As you can see, this is my lock screen. It's cute, huh? I think I said in one of my sketchbook tours that I that was one of the characters that I like was doing like a full body study on, and so like I was just sketching a random character and doing an outfit of, and that's what I ended up using them for. So yeah, so those are commission things. And oh so this is when I was like trying my best to do planning, and it's not like it went perfect. Like, I like digital planning because digital planning is like, it's a lot more, I don't know, it just feels easier to me because I can like correct things in real time and all that. Like I can erase easily, I can edit things easily. It's just more convenient for me. And plus, as a designer, like it's pretty common for me to go to, but I don't use any, like I don't use Illustrator or InDesign to do these. I just use PROCREATE and good notes. So yeah, this is like a weekly planner for April last year that I did, and it's in Korean because at the time I was studying Korean, I would try to like do little things to help me retain the vocabulary. So these are like the days of the week, and so yeah, I would fill it out with just whatever I felt the need to put down for the week. And this is actually a very lackluster spread. These, on the other hand, are a little bit more colorful. January's I really liked. It was winter blossom themed. I don't think I made a video on it, but I do know I have a piece called Winter Blossom, and that's also one of the things that inspired this spread as well, or like this monthly design thing. I know in the future, whenever I do get around to Patreon, I would love to create some kind of like planning like visual planning device, even if it's just like a wallpaper or something. I just think that'd be a nice thing to offer, since I always love to see other people's, and I think it's fun to make them myself. It's just nowadays I really do not have the time to use these. That was the problem. So like I did this as this was like the latest planning thing that I did for that year, and then I just gave up because I got way too busy. And yeah, now I literally just open a Word document and then type in like Monday, and then I'll just type in like what I'm doing for that day, and like that's it. Like I do a very brief, quick, boring, just words, and that's how I plan things, but it works for me, so hey. But yeah, and this was my favorite. I think it was for February, and wow, what do you know, it's February now. So yeah, it was like sweets themed, and it was so fun to draw these like little sweets in the back. You can't really see the full thing, but I do think I have a I think I have a video on this. Whenever I go over something that I probably have a video on, I'll go ahead and link it in the iCard if you're interested in checking that out. So yeah. And these are sketches of my wife, Miss Mirko from My Hero Academia. I think her name is, I think like her actual name is like Rumi Sumiyagi, I think. Rumi Usagiyama, I think. Anyways, but yes, I love her. She's super cute. She's strong and powerful and badass, and I just love her so much. Like, she's definitely my favorite character in the series. And I was doing these sketches for her birthday drawing, which is here. I did this for her birthday because last year, I don't know if you know, I talk about it like every other video. It feels like I'm always referencing it. Last year, to get more used to doing fan art, I did like a thing where whenever it'd be the birthday of an anime character, I would take that opportunity to do fan art for them, because then it'd be like a popular time to post fan art of them, and then it would get me used to doing fan art. And so you'll see a lot of that throughout this. If that is your forte, stay tuned. But this is a drawing of Mirko in, it's kind of like a crossover between My Hero Academia and Tokyo Mew Mew, because I love Tokyo Mew Mew, or at least I loved it a lot growing up. It was my first magical girl anime that I saw. I decided because Mirko is like a bunny, or like she has bunny superpowers, to put her in Mew Berry's costume, like her transformation costume, because Mew Berry is also like bunny themed. And once again, like I said, lots of birthday fan art that we're gonna see. So this is Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, and so derpy. This is so derpy, oh my gosh. But nevertheless, it is cute, I have to say. Like, even though a lot of the fan art that I made I didn't like at all, I do think that it was at least nice to do as an attempt. Yeah, so here's Chuya from Bungo Stray Dogs. And I'm sorry, is that going too fast? Here, you can look at it a little bit longer, but I have a video on these, so it's not like it's that, you know. This is Atsushi from Bungo Stray Dogs again. I actually really love that series, and there's been stuff going on in the manga, and I haven't read the manga, so I only know like all the seasons that are out. So I'm about to rewatch it soon, hopefully, and probably read the manga so I can catch up. Yes, the Skiyu drawing. I put like want to say I put my heart and soul into this, but it was more like I just spent a long time on it, and that's whenever, it's been a year, I think, it's been almost a year since I drew this, and, I mean, looking at it now, I do think it's pretty cool of me that I did, like, you know, his, why am I forgetting the word of what it's called? It starts with an H. Doing this side of it, I was like, wow, I actually did that. Amazing, because it felt like it took forever, and it did. And then like the background, as someone who doesn't do backgrounds, I thought that was kind of decent, cool, but looking at it now, I definitely have many things to improve on, but I think if anything, I just wish I could have got the face down. I think the face would have made everything come together a little bit more, but it's alright. It's still nice that I was able to like put like a lot of, like, put my heart into it, I guess. And this is a drawing of Shinobu from Demon Slayer. Giyu's also from Demon Slayer. If you are living under a rock and haven't watched it yet, please do. It's great. I didn't like how Shinobu came out in this drawing, like, at all. Like, it was, I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, okay. Here's a drawing of Inosuke. I think it was kind of fun, and this was the one that I practiced rim lighting for the first time, I think. It's not going to show on here because it was kind of just like a test that I kept to myself, but if you do want to see, once again, there is the, like, all of these are probably going to be in an anime birthday fan arts. So here's a drawing of Rengoku. Yeah, a lot of Demon Slayer fan art. Go me. Who would have thought? I kind of want to make a chibi version of this. I think that'd be like a lot cuter. If he was like chibi and giving a thumbs up, I would look at that every day and feel very inspired to do my best. This is a drawing of Miss Kanroji Mitsuri, also from Demon Slayer. I love her. She's super precious and cute. This drawing, though, was very lackluster. It was very quick. And it's funny because this is my first, this was the first TikTok that I ever made. It was like, it was drawing this, and I don't know, I'm guessing it's because it was my first TikTok that it had like got some kind of traction, and that was like more traction than that I ever got in my entire life for my art. And it's not like it was even anything that great. So I was like, oh. But yeah, so there were people like, oh my god, this is so cute, and I was like, are you serious? Like, thank you so much, but this is also like hot garbage. And I don't say that to you know, denounce anyone's compliments. I'm always very appreciative for anyone supporting me in any kind of way. It's just that when I know that I can do better on something and someone sees something that I did and that was kind of like half-assed, I always feel like, oh, if you think this is like good, then you should see me when I'm actually trying. Like, anyways. And here's an eye study. I was doing this because I was like trying to experiment with how I do eyes because I don't know, I guess just at the time I was like, I'm not really feeling anything. I don't know how to approach them. And I love drawing eyes. I was definitely that one kid that would just draw eyes like in the middle of class in their notebook instead of actually taking notes. So I was just trying them out to see, and it was kind of fun. I also tried different like skin tones too for like a little extra push, but yeah, I liked it. Here is a drawing of Miss Usagi, also known as Sailor Moon. Once again, this drawing was just me trying to like get something out. That was the problem with the fan arts. It's like they would either be me putting way too much time into them and for neglecting like my other art goals and things that I wanted to work on, or it would be like I wouldn't try at all and I would just try to like get something out there and then not really like the end result. So this drawing is Miyu Ichigo, and also like how she looks just as a regular girl, I guess. Yeah, once again, anime birthday fan arts. Once again, Tokyo Mew Mew. Yeah, I mean, I love the series, and the style of this is actually a little bit different than what I would normally draw in. It's a lot more cutesy, cartoony. but I think it's cute. Honestly, it was really fun to try out, so yeah. Here's a drawing of Meilin from Cardcaptor Sakura. I must be in my magical girl folder right now because, yep, there's definitely a theme going on here. And then this is also a video. It's of the Cardcaptor Sakura cast, but like they're a little bit older. So this is Toya, which is Sakura's older brother, and this is Yuki. They're college? Yeah, I drew them in like what I would assume they would look like in college, I guess. And they're so cute. I mean, this could be better, but like, I still think it was like cute to execute. They look like college boyfriends, and I love that for them. So I did like the main 6 characters in Cardcaptor Sakura as like what they would look like in high school for like the kiddies and for the older ones in college, but they look still like you can still tell who they are for the most part. Anyways, this is my very short animation folder. Animation is something that I've been very interested in doing, but I have like yet to fully devote my time to it consistently. Growing up, I would actually practice animation in a very janky way. If anyone remembers paint.net and Windows Movie Maker, you can guess where I'm going with that. But yeah, it's just funny because all throughout my life, I've had moments where I've been trying animation like a little bit, but I never fully dive into it. And so I need your strength. Please tell me to do that this year. I really want to. I've already looked into a couple of things to get me started, but I just really want to allocate like even just like an hour a week to test it out because it is something that I've always been infatuated with. So yeah, and here I think I was kind of just testing how like puddles might work if they were animated, and it's still not quite what I wanted, but yeah, I mean, it was very quick, but I like the animation feature in Procreate, so yeah. And then here is the last thing that I've animated. Just simple eyes closing and opening, but it was kind of cute. Yeah. Okay, and you're gonna see probably like a couple of these throughout this. Basically, it's just either something that I have that's unfinished that I don't want to spoil yet, or it's just a part of the work in progress void. This drawing of Itachi that I hate very much. I've drawn Itachi twice and I've hated both the times that I've drawn him, so I need to do better. But yeah, this is for anime birthday fan arts, and I think this was around the time that I just like gave up because I was like, these are looking terrible and I'm not having any time to do these, so sorry. And this is a very unfinished sketch of Diluc from Genshin Impact. I love Diluc, so it pains me to look at this drawing, but at the same time, not really, because I know that this is unfinished. And I did this in like April of last year, because I remember I was like, oh, should I add Diluc to the April birthday fan arts? But I didn't after all, because I was like, it's at the very end of the month, and I got stuff to do, so sorry, Mr. Diluc. I did recently sketch him in my fan art sketchbook though, so it wasn't terrible, thankfully. We're getting there. And then here are, I guess I'm getting to like my sketches probably. Should I zoom in on these? I don't know. I feel like you can clearly see it from here. It's not like it's that detailed or that important to zoom in on. But yeah, I would do like a lot of these, especially whenever I was working, because I would be too exhausted to think of anything creative or like put in that type of energy. So I would kind of just sketch whatever I could just to maintain drawing. And there's some more sketches here. I don't know them, but like I want to know them. To be fair, any character with an undercut and like eyes like that, quality character design. Memes aside though, I do think that like, I like how it looks to like sketch something, like do something very sketchy and then color block it with like a solid color. It's very fun. So think I just was going through an art block moment once again, and so I was like, don't know what to draw. Bunny girl, sure. And so there we are. This was also a sketch that I did at work, sometimes on my break, because there wasn't like, there weren't a lot of us, or at least I wouldn't talk to everyone. So when my coworker was gone on my lunch break, I would just spend that lunch break like trying to scarf down my food quickly and then draw something and then watch something, and then yeah. So this was like a quick sketch I did during that time. Oh, I remember this. These were some sketches that I did while I was at a cafe, and for some reason, I'm not used to drawing at cafes. This was like the first time that I was out and about sketching in a cafe with my friends, and I'm still very anxious drawing in public or showing my artwork to people in general. Now you're kind of like, well then how are you doing these videos? But it's quite different seeing how I can just like film this here and there's no one really like with me in real time, I guess. But yeah, long story short, I just sketched these doodles and none of them are really amazing, but it just kind of at least helped me calm down a little bit. Yeah. This drawing is super funny to me. I think I wanted to make this a sticker actually because I really liked it. I do know that this was a pretty fun style to play with, like the thick lines and the colors. Yeah. This was a drawing that I did whenever I was doing, it's originally like a sketch, like a traditional sketch on a page I did for when I was testing out watercolors, but I took it and did it digitally for some reason, and yeah. And this is a sketch of Aizawa with his ponytail because there was one episode of My Hero Academia, I think in like one of the latest seasons. Yeah, the episode came out and there was a shot of him in a ponytail and I was like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. I have to draw this. And so I did, but once again, another sketch that I do think I did like at work, either before I went in or yeah, I think like in my car. And this was also a sketch that I did, well, I started the sketch at work and then I think when I got home at some point or on the weekend maybe, I finished this little sketch of these boba boys hanging out and like it's so cute. I love it. It's so adorable. This is my warm-up shirt as this was a warm-up drawing. Yeah, I don't know. I just like trying out things every now and then, or just like drawing whatever comes to mind, and this was one of those things, so. My happy birthday post, whenever I turned 23. That was pretty much what I did. Like I was basically just in bed. A character that I had sketched, just cause, not sure what made me think of a character with like horns and blue skin, and facial markings and a spiky pink collar, but hey, we love to see it. This is a drawing of a black version of Ari from League of Legends. Yeah, I think I really like how the skin turned out. Like this was kind of just like a sketch that I was playing around with, probably for like Blacktober or something. But I do really like it. I think Ari's hair, in general though, is like pretty curly. I like her black hair. We need like I want a skin where she has like silver hair. And if we do have one, then we need more. Because I know they're not gonna stop making skins for Ari, so. This was a character that I drew whenever I had a dream about a character that looked kind of like this. So when I woke up, I was like, okay, sure, I guess I'll draw it. And yeah, I just found it interesting because they had like these really unique face markings. And I was like, sounds cool, sure, I guess I'll draw it. And then here, as you can see, the lock screen, yeah, I used it as my, to help as like a little commission model. But of course, if I was doing this as an actual commission, it would be a lot more in-depth and a lot more effort put into it. But the outfit's kind of cute. I think that's what I was doing, like an outfit. Like the original sketch was for a outfit study. Okay, purple square. Okay, so we're getting to like the comic section. And this is my OC. What is his name at this point? I forgot. I always change his name because I can never settle on one. But anyways, he's one of my OCs. He's very precious and cute, and he looks really attractive. But the meme here is whenever I draw him and before I add the glasses, I'm like, oh my god, he's like way too attractive. So that's why I'm giving him glasses. And then here is my general mood whenever I draw, or go to draw. At least that's how I was feeling like a lot last year. I was like, okay, you know what, I give up. Like, I'm done. I don't care. And then this is the 6th fan arts birthday edition, but I'll get to those in a second because I'm pretty sure there's a video on this, and I also have like the blown up versions of these. I think this is my challenges folder. Yeah, it is, because this is a draw this in your style. This was from I'm a Wonder, and she had like a Instagram draw this in your style going, and I was like, oh my gosh. Her art is amazing, and she always draws like things that I'm like obsessed with, and boy oh boy, if you guys don't know, I love celestial themed things, anything related to the sky, hence my name, Etheria. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to draw them. They're so cute. So yes, I drew these sun and moon goddesses for that drawing, for that challenge, and it was really fun. And then this was a art challenge that was going around where it was like I think it was like you redraw a cover of this how to draw Catboys manga or something. And I mean, you know me, when do I ever pass up an opportunity to draw a Catboy? So yeah, that's how this came about. And yeah, kind of cute. I love this hair color. Okay, and here I think I'm getting into my BTS folder, and don't get excited, there's not anything really amazing in here. I have yet to do like actual art of them in a way where I'm like, heck yeah, army art, you know, because like on my Stan account, if you will, I see tons of amazing fan art like every day, and every day I'm so inspired by it. And I just really wish that one day I can also join in on that type of artwork. But until now, have my sketches. This was whenever Jungkook had blonde hair, and I was like, wow, this is life-changing. And here is Hobie, his birthday drawing. His birthday's gonna come up again. Oh my god, because it's February. Yeah, so I have this in one of the videos, and he's wearing the Kisses sweater from the Lights music video, and I love red hair Hobie, so, and every time when I draw his birthday art, I feel the need to draw him with red hair because 1, red is his color, 2, February, red, you know, but yeah, it was super cute. So a redraw of that one Jungkook Selka that everyone drew a picture of, and so I was like, oh no, everyone else is so good and mine's like but it's okay, it's okay. It was still fun to draw though, I will say, and this was a really great photo. So here's some Yoongi drawings. A lot of these are very awkward and I don't like them, but they're all from photos. So once again, I was just trying to like get used to drawing from like an actual photo, but like digitally, because I usually do it in my sketchbook at most. So yeah, I think this was around the time of his birthday as well. Yeah, it was, because I did this. I drew little, wait, hold on. Oh, right, I keep reading. They're in like the same there's 2 of these drawings. He's in like 2 different outfits. Like there's 2 different Yungis. There's one where he has black hair and he has like the little tangerine cap, and then there's this one where he has like the tangerine beret. And yes, they're both kind of cute, honestly. I think I'm still trying to like figure out how to stylize them, because that's what I want to do before I like I want to get that down whenever I draw them. I want to be able to draw them and like have people still have a general idea of who I drew without me saying, which is kind of freaking hard. But I've seen it done by many people and it's always really cool, so hopefully one day. And then I was gonna do sketches of each of them from Muster, but I never got around to it, and I'm sad, although this one's like super cute. I think this one's Yoongi. This one is Namjoon. I think this one is Jin. And then I just gave up there. I don't... I didn't come back to it. I'm so sad. I bet it would have been pretty cute. I love this like sketchy type style too, where I just like sketch with a round brush. I don't know. It was very fun, but I just wish I finished it. I think this is my OC folder because I was drawing my OCs like bust up to try and practice for commissions, because I was actually going to release commissions a lot earlier than what I did because I was still on a job search. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm not going to find anywhere to work, then I might as well open commissions and make money that way. But lo and behold, I found a job just before I went around to like opening them, so I didn't get around to it until later in the year. But I was doing a lot of practicing. Ooh, these. Is this a spoiler? Oh my god. I mean, not really, because I could have done this, I could have done a video on this last year, but I didn't because I just had too much to do and I was overwhelmed. But if you saw my Personification series of the characters that I'm going to show in a little bit, like the personifications of summer fruits, this is basically like the winter version of like winter flavors, like holiday flavors and stuff. So I'm not going to really explain too much about it because you'll probably see them again. And if not, then I will definitely hopefully make a video about it this year whenever we get to winter. Was this I think this was like a photo reference study that I did, where I look at a photo that I found on Pinterest and I just draw my OC in that pose. So yeah, here's Prism. I love her. She's super cute. Oh, here's Phrase. I feel like this actually got like some small traction on social media, and I was like, oh my god, I'm glad you guys like my strawberry princess Phrase. So yes, she's super cute. And if you are wondering, yes, her name is based off of like strawberry in French, but it's not spelled that way. But I drew her in the strawberry dress because, I mean, look at her. This was the updated drawing of him, and I like it. At least a little bit more, yeah. I like the sweater and the harness. I don't think was this in the last video? I don't think so. I did spend quite some time on this, even though it's not like the best thing in the world. I just wanted to do like a little turnaround for my OC Aura because she is my first OC that I've ever made, I think. And yeah, she's super cute. Cat girl, idol, great, we love her. Questionable personality, but I was just testing out like what I might want her to look like because she goes to like a school, so I was trying to test out like her academy outfit or whatever. And yeah, and so here is a drawing of Aurora or Rore. I think I also did this to prepare for commissions, and so I was just drawing like a little thigh up drawing of her, drawing without line art. Like, I mean, I know you can look at it and be like, okay, there was clearly line art on there, but I think it was more like it's all on one layer, basically. So drawing on one layer, I was testing that out, and I wasn't really a fan of how this turned out, but it is here nevertheless. Drawings of Archaea. I love her a lot. I was thinking about her story and it's very tragic sounding so far. I feel bad that I'm doing this to her, but at the same time, I think it's gonna be pretty cool if I can flesh it out. So these were just like doodles of her, and it's kind of a fun spread. I kind of want to do more of these like in the future. And this was during last year, actually, like approximately a year ago, I want to say, because I was like, hold on. Can you see it better? Oh my god, this light is so obnoxious. But yeah, I did this last year or in February, and I was like obsessed with this picture of a heart made dress that I saw on Twitter. It kept going around, and I was like, I love this so much. So I drew my overseas in this. Well, these two I just kind of like made up, but these two, that's Aurora and that's Zure. So I have a video on this too, like doing these, but this one I believe is my favorite. It's basically just turning my OCs into magical girls. And so here is Aurora and Aura, and they are thriving. And this is Kane and Hadrius as magical girls. They are lovely, super cute, amazing. I love Kane because his personality is just insane. I love him so much. These two, love them. Yeah. I think I really enjoyed making this background very sparkly and extra, so. And then I think I have a video on this as well. It's just me sketching. This is like my first like digital sketching video, I think, and I would definitely want to do more of them in the future. So, okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to see if you notice anything wrong with this photo. Okay, so he has 6 fingers. He has 6 fingers. I don't know why I did that. I must have forgot. I hate it so much. But yes, because it's like I drew this one and then I think I just like drew too many here. Like something happened and it just didn't. So I was like, okay, well I have to delete this from every social media because no one can know that I make mistakes. Like after I saw that I was like, oh, this is literally the worst thing ever. But yeah. And here is a drawing of Zude. It was kind of supposed to like be a redraw from the time that I drew her wearing like 6 different outfits. I definitely want to do that challenge again. Oh my god, that was so fun. But I didn't really use a reference for the pose, and so it just ends up looking stiff and weird. And here was just a sketch page really quickly that I was drawing things from. That was from, that was where the drawing came from. Wow, I did the 6 fingers there too. Did I just like not notice? Like, how do I, okay, whatever. Here was me trying to figure out how to plan out my OC reference sheet. In case anyone, I mean, I say in case anyone wanted to draw my OCs, but not necessarily that, more like if they wanted to know about them, it would be like a little intro sheet, but it wouldn't be one that was like as in-depth as that Aura one that I showed earlier. So I'm about to show you like the little updated one that I did. It's like a very quick one where it's like, okay, here's a character, here's some basic things about them. If I do have their story and background fleshed out, I can put it in there, but if not, then, you know, here you go. Yeah, here's the reference sheet for Aura. And so it has her pronouns and like a little general thing of her personality, and then here's like, you know, the basic OC things, so like her height and weight and her age, sexuality, hobbies, likes, dislikes, and a fun fact. Yeah, I just don't really like the way that I drew her here. So I might redo that, but other than that, yeah, it's kind of just like a, there you go. Anyways, here is one of my streamer OCs. If you saw earlier, I did like the magical girl version of her, and oh, okay, no, it's not on there. I think I also did the other one. I think I did the other one in this same file, so it's not going to show both of them, but yes, cute. And then this is a drawing of Mira, I love Mira so much, even though he's like my go-to guy OC to draw for some reason. He's super pretty. I mean, all my OCs are pretty, but I just love going to draw him. And I wanted to do a redraw of when I first drew him in 2020, and I love how this turned out. It really like solidified the fact that I got better at drawing faces, or at least feeling more comfortable with approaching them in a way that I liked. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. And here is a drawing of my OC. I call her the Bat Girl because she has a friend who is a cat girl. And so I don't know why that's so funny to me, but yes, this is the baddie one, and she is great. So she's kind of like vampire-ish, I guess. And I actually really like her character design. I just haven't drawn her enough. So here's a picture of me drawing her here, except I really hate that I didn't think about where her head was going, like where her hand was going into her head. And so now I just look at it and I'm like, what was I doing? Like, how am I missing these things? I don't know. But aside from that, everything else about this I actually really liked. Yeah. And I think I did this at the beginning of, I think I do this just before I started launching off my commissions, so yeah. Yes, and now we're getting to the 6 fan arts. I already have a video on this, so I'm not gonna really like get into things, but this is Venti. I don't like how this turned out at all, but this is, why am I forgetting? This is a drawing of Hiyori from Noragami, and I can't believe I read her name like that. But I drew her for the 6 fan arts, and yes, this is a drawing of her like holding her little umbrella with her like little scarf and everything. Hinata from Haikyuu. I love Hinata so much. I love Haikyuu so much. Need to do more Haikyuu fan art. Nami from One Piece. Love One Piece. Y'all should love One Piece. Please go watch it. I don't care if you don't like the art style. It's literally so amazing. You don't have the right to complain. I'm sorry, you don't. Like, it's just amazing. But love Nami. And is a drawing of Nagisa from Assassination Classroom, which is also an extremely good anime. Highly recommend. Wonderful, amazing. I cried my eyes out. I don't have a drawing of Ichido in here. Where'd it go? Okay, well anyways, I guess I forgot it. I wanted to forget about it so much. Anyways, so here we're getting to the personification of summer fruits. I have a video on that as well, so I'm not gonna spend forever on this. But here's White Peach. He's great. Love his undercut. Watermelon. I really enjoyed the eyes. I really enjoyed the eyes. Pineapple. I feel like I could have done his character better, but alas, here we are. Yellow Peach. Also, once again, one of those drawings where it's like I did draw them the way that I would draw them, but I still feel like something's off. But nevertheless. Mango. I have 10% of my battery and I'm gonna need it to come in clutch for the rest of this. I promise I'm not gonna spend too long, even though I know I still have like several drawings to go. Oh gosh. Oh, it's fine. Strawberry. Probably my favorite. You can probably tell why. But yes. Very fun to draw, and yeah. Here's a drawing of Ichido. Oh, actually, this might be my Hypnosis Mic folder. I hate this drawing. I really hate this drawing, but like, it's okay. We have to make bad art to get to where we want to be. I'm sure me in the future will be thriving. At least I hope so. She better be. It's a drawing of Ramada for his birthday last year. Oh my god, his birthday's coming up again. I'm so excited. I love Ramada so much. You don't understand. Oh gosh. Amazing. Here's Gintaro. Oh my gosh, I love Gintaro so much. Oh, actually, I really like Doppo's. Like, I don't hate it. And I feel like whenever I got to doing his skin, I kind of had fun with it. So yeah. Okay, so this... How do I address this? So I you know, like cause I, and then so we, and like, okay, memes aside though, we can't act like Jock and I wouldn't look good in a nurse outfit. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all like that. I know exactly how good he would look. So that's why I drew this. Also because I believe I just got my COVID vaccination whenever I drew this, like the second dose, and your girl almost died. Like, I don't know, I just felt like my fever, I had like a raging fever for like a good 6 to 8 hours. And so I was like thinking about this, and it made my fever worse because it made me blush even more. And yes, this was very exhausting to draw, even though I drew them as chibis, but there's a video on this. It contains me rambling about Hypnosis Mic like anybody cares, but if you are a fan and would love to hear someone else's overly hyperfixation thoughts, is that a sentence? Then you can check out the video. It's a drawing of Nimu in a maid outfit, like a Chuoku-inspired maid outfit. It was just something that I left as a sketch, but I still think it was kind of fun and cute to draw. Okay, so these are, am I gonna make a video about these soon? I might, since it'll be February, or it is February, but, ship stuff that I meant to, like, actually draw and turn into a video, but I never got around to it, so you're just gonna see this, and wow, that's amazing. Wow, great. Okay. Yeah, this must be my work in progress void folder, because none of these are finished. This was going to be a drawing that I did for the 8th anniversary of BTS, and I never got around to it, so I'm super sad about it, because I really like the idea that I did of all the members here. Then it has like all the planets around here, because like they did like a galaxy theme, like for the Souzou Muster concert, and yeah, it was like great, but I just didn't get around to it, because I was dying. Wow, I don't even, since there isn't really any context to this, I'm not gonna give context. We're just gonna look at it and go. This was a drawing of something that, it's a video that I want to make in the future, actually, and hopefully I'll do it pretty soon, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna have context on it. Also, the next drawing, it's not like anything like super gory or anything. The eyes just look a little bit weird, and there is like blood, kind of, so trigger warning, but yes, here is my lovesick drawing. I should probably redraw this now, like soon, because it's February and it's like so on brand. And this one was lovesick. I think it was like for Goretober or something like that. And that's where this came from. And I really like the concept, so I want to turn it into an actual piece. And this, I think we're getting into like my small photo study folder. It's just a couple of these where I just do like a 90-minute session of drawing from a photo that I took. And so here's a drawing of croquettes that I made, I think last year. And the photo itself is actually really beautiful. The way it turned out is very goofy, but it was my first attempt of doing like a digital drawing, like a digital photo study, so definitely want to do more of these in the future. In fact, that was my goal, but I've been slacking on that a lot lately because I haven't done anything. But yeah. And then here's another one. These were just, like, the rest of these I think were like photos of people on Pinterest that I saw, but I hate how they turned out, of course. But I mean, starting points, you know? So here's a photo of Nyane, and I hate a girl, like what was I doing? But it's fine, we gotta start somewhere. So yeah, some of them I really didn't like, but others I didn't mind as much. And yeah, but I do want to get back into doing these again, because they're definitely pretty helpful to get used to. Just to like get used to drawing, like doing more painterly styles, I guess, or like digital painting as opposed to just like line art all the time and drawing. I feel like it'll help me understand how to go about illustrating things in a different way than what I'm used to. Now here's a drawing of Sai, because I love her. She's one of my newer OCs, I think, but she makes knives and I love her a lot. I still haven't fully figured out her character design. I don't know what I want to do with her hair, because sometimes I have my OCs just have like multiple hairstyles, but nevertheless, I really enjoyed doing this drawing of her. And I believe this was like a quick drawing that I did because I was in call with my friend on Discord, and I was like, I don't know what to draw, and she was like, maybe do an illustration of something green since you don't really use green in like any of your drawings. And so I was like, you know what, you're right. Here is a drawing of the Catgirl and Batgirl friends. They're at a sleepover and somebody fell asleep. Honestly, felt that. I just did these as little sketches, but they were kind of fun to do. This is a drawing of something that was originally traditional, and I think I wanted to do like a digital version of it because I did the traditional with watercolors, and that's still something that I haven't done it consistently enough to fully know what I'm doing. So the way it came out was okay, but it still very much could be like touched up. So I will probably make a digital version of it, and it's the same with this one as well. Both of these I did, I sketched them out and did them in watercolor, but I think I actually did these, like I colored it digitally to sort of get a feel for how I wanted to color it traditionally, if that makes sense. That was very helpful to do, so I'm glad I did that, but yeah. And then, of course, this is my avatar on all my social media. Although sometimes on Discord and stuff, I want to like have a derpy like avatar or something a little bit more, I don't know, like laid back. This feels like so intense when I feel like a lot of people's avatars are just something like this derpy chibi of them or something. But nevertheless, I do love how this turned out. It's very Cardcaptor Sakura energy. And very on brand for my branding, if you will. And this was whenever I was practicing making emotes, because I was like, well, I definitely want to like have some emotes in mind in the future for whenever I do consistently get to stream. I want to play more with emotes and pixel art in the future, so. And now we're getting to my pieces folder, like my actual fully rendered pieces. There aren't that many of them, but here is the winter blossom drawing. I have a video on this. It's very in-depth, great video actually. I enjoyed it a lot, but of course it's not one of those things that gets a lot of traction. So if you'd like to see the full process of this, I do have that. I'll probably link it in the iCard, but yeah, very fun. Took me forever to like actually get around to doing, but once when I was done, I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I should do this more often. And it was also like my first time doing a more painterly piece, as this doesn't really have any line art in it. So yeah, a lot of firsts here, but that being said, I do enjoy how it turned out. And here is my blackout drawing, very on brand now as it is Black History Month. But once again, lifting my iPad so you can see some of the darker colors. I should just put up a thingy of it. I'm pretty sure I have a video on this too. I do think I added way too many notes in that video at the time because I was like rushing and it was very chaotic, but that aside, yes, this is my blackout drawing, and basically it's drawing of these girls in Black Panther fashion, just like a little bit more modernized, I guess, but it was really fun to make and I really enjoyed it, so yeah. Here is like the sketch of the Halloween illustration that I did, and the full version is here. Once again, I do have a video on this, and yeah, it was really great. But yeah, did a whole background and everything, kind of wild of me. Just the girlies painting their nails. It was very cute and fun to do, so. And this is a drawing, actually, there's a video on this too. If you saw my using all my red art supplies video, I drew this character, and I wanted to try and do this digitally, but I still haven't completed it yet. And here is a very tiny drawing of Hu Tao. I meant to make this a sketch page of her, but I didn't finish it. But yeah, it was whenever Hu Tao had like her banner, and so I was just like doing a quick sketch of her, and it was very unfinished, but either way, I think it manifested because I did indeed secure Miss Hu Tao, so love that for me. And then here is a drawing that is, I meant to like actually make into a piece, but I never got around to it because I'm me. But this is basically a drawing of like a personified version of my Rilakuma bear. It's like a Sakura bear. Yeah, we should be able to wrap up soon, hopefully. Here is my, once again in a video, but a the anime fashion studies that I was doing from Magica Record, which is like a spin-off to Madoka Magica. But yeah, these are just some of the outfits that I had saw and I really liked. Yeah, pretty fun. I love, like, it's always like the meme shit that I love the most for some reason. Before I went to LA for the Permission to Dance concert, I was trying to figure out what color to dye my hair because I really wanted to, and I knew that I wanted to dye it pink and purple, but I wasn't sure how, and so that's why I did this very quick, messy drawing of different hairstyles and different ways of my hair being dyed. And here is my very short commission folder, and you're only going to see this one because the other one is not a, the client didn't want me to, you know, like put out the commission, but this one is a drawing of Sasada from Hypnosis Mic, and I did it for my friend, and she was literally the most precious person ever in all of existence. She was so sweet during the entire commission, and it was just all that I, like, it was everything. Like, her energy was everything that I needed for my first time commissioning, or like my first time doing a commission. So I really enjoyed doing the shoes in this picture. She wanted me to draw him a certain way, and that is how it turned out. It was honestly quite the challenge in regards to like the pose and then also drawing shoes. They're like the bane of my existence, but I also enjoy them at the same time. So yeah, as you can see, confidential, but it was a really cute commission. I actually like how it turned out. And then here are some sketch pages that I did probably towards the end of the year, I think, whenever I was like tired and dying. I love this. It's like finger guns and it's like just fine, while they're like crying with some shades over their eyes. And then once again, another sketch page. These are just really comforting to do, and I definitely want to do them more in the future. I do mean to try and do like, what is it, like the page assist, where it's kind of like a digital sketchbook. I would love to play with that feature and test things out, because these are really nice to do. I never thought like digital sketching could be so fun, but here I am. And here is a thumbnailing for a piece that will probably take me forever to get to, but here is a unfinished drawing of Jimin whenever he posted like that photo of him with like the long hair, and I was like, oh my god. Here's a drawing once again. I'm not gonna fully say what it's about. It may have something to do with the holiday OCs I was talking about earlier, but yeah. And then here is a comic that I did. It's on my social media. I think it's on my Twitter, if you do want to like read the full thing, but it's basically this isn't like the full thing. I think this is like the last, there's 2 pages, but this is like the last page. And yeah, it was like I don't really do these often, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I did it for Christmas. It kind of just made me feel a little bit more at ease with my emotions. It feels really cathartic. It's kind of like journaling, but like with drawing, I guess, but not exactly like Vint art, if that makes sense. But yeah. And now I'm getting to like some of my January art. Here's what I did for New Year's, and it's kind of on brand as today that I'm filming this, at least. It is February the 1st, which is the Lunar New Year, or the Chinese New Year. So if you are celebrating that, happy Lunar New Year. And it is Year of the Tiger, so I drew a cat girl, I think, and that's also what I was drawing in my Draw With Me video too. So We Love Cat Girls in this house. And I really enjoyed how this turned out, actually, especially considering that I have not drawn animals like for the longest time ever. I did some tiger studies, but I didn't practice drawing them like little babies, like little chibi tigers. But yeah, no, it was actually pretty cute. So yep, that is that, and probably not that many left. Yeah, it's unfinished. Sketch of Kageyama, because I was like, Haikyuu fan art, still need to get back to it. And so I was like, you know, Kageyama's actually pretty great. And then, as Jakurai is born in January, I didn't get around to finishing his birthday art, which would have been this. But I did draw him with like different hairstyles. So as you can see here, because I always see people do this with characters, and I definitely wanted to do it with Jakurai because his hair is amazing and wonderful, and I'm in love with it, and I'm in love with him. But all those things aside, I just wanted to test out drawing different hairstyles, and because his hair is so long, I was like, well, let me see how I can make this work. So there are these, and that's what became of this. It was a very fun thing to do. So sorry if I keep like doing this. I'm like trying to level the iPad. And so yeah, this is the unfinished birthday art drawing. Will I get to it in the future? Probably. I feel like I can go back and revisit it. It's way past his birthday now, so I'm like, the energy. I will say this is already better than the one that I did last year, so hey, go me. Here are some sketches that I was doing like literally just the other day of one of my newer OCs. She is one of my streamer OCs, and this was actually like me sort of testing out a different look for her. And then we come to basically what I'm working on like now. This is going to be for my next like actual illustration, because I want to do a lot more of those this year. And I'm not going to give it away, but I did post this recently on Twitter, and I was asking, you know, I was asking people like, hey, which pose do you feel like goes better? And everyone was really kind and sweet about it, and they liked the second one. And I too feel like that might be more interesting, so I'm probably gonna go with that. And then I believe this is like the last drawing, like the last actual illustration, because yeah, there's this and this, but these are both things that I'm currently working on and don't really want to spoil. But yes, here is just a drawing. I've been doing some style studies, and so there's a different type of style that I would like to try out. Not gonna fully give it away. I might make a video about it later anyway. So yeah, here's a zoomed in version, and this is like a reference to drawing, like the pose. But yeah, it was really fun to just sketch this character with this little spicy type outfit, I guess. Yeah, it's really cute. But yeah, this is pretty much the last drawing that I have, actually. So if I exit out of preview mode, yep, we pretty much went over everything. So that is the Procreate Gallery Tour. I really enjoyed using Procreate these past 2 years. I mean, I am gonna definitely test out more Clip Studio Paint, especially since this iPad is running out of storage. I think I made a decent, okay amount of work. I know last year was like kind of a hurricane for me in terms of activities and running around and trying to get things done. So here is to a better year of digital art and digital drawing. Of course, I'm always down to uphold traditional art as well. But yeah, I think I made more things than I had expected to. Anyways, let me know if there was anything specific that you liked. But yeah, that is just about all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed your time here today, please feel free to leave a like. If you'd like to see more of my content, you can always check out my other videos and subscribe. For reference, if you're new, I am Rhea, or Etheria, and I very much like making art and art-related content on my channel. I do try to post weekly videos, but if you would like more timely updates, you can always check out my other social media linked in the description and also at the end of the video. Until next time, thank you so much once again for watching, and I wish you a nice rest of your day and or week. care.